dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit!
Throwing on first down is Allen. And his first pass is incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen will try again on second down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
The great blocking nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Third and long for Rivers. Dancing to his left. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And the Bills getting set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Left, left, left. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Following the interception here, Rivers eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hey, Rocket.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Flush to his right. And it's complete. Henry. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gone!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Allen again here on second and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Rivers now to throw on first down. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Corey Legion forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Caught by Jones. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throw left side, complete to Foster. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills draw a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Rivers on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Rivers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So out come the Chargers. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Allen now looks to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Matt Milano in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one good for 21 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So we have... You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Okay.
From the gun, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play on third down for the Chargers. And even 50 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Rivers to throw it. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers, flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw is Boykin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
2nd and 10 now. Boykin. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Boykin will throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, Boykin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And now he's taken down, and Rivers in the end zone, down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Falcons have moved out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. Pretty move by Shady. It's a big run there by McCoy. 48 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Flex round! Flex round!
It's a quarterback sneak. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's their quarterback, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Hauschka adds the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Rivers now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
Gone! Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. What a spin. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Rivers on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Gordon on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up!
Second down, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Now Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Jerry Hughes in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
Throwing on first down is Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw is Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Alpha!
Now Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And here come the Bills. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.